Hello everyone, this is Shelby of Shelby Creations. Welcome to the Dragon's Den and a clean desk. Yes, I do have a clean desk. But in the process of cleaning, we come across things, well, do we throw this away or do we keep it? And sometimes we have to get the creative juices flowing in our thought process. For example, I don't know about y'all, but I seem to always have an Altoids tin around. And we know the front of it is kind of difficult to do anything because of the raised letters. Not anymore. What I did was I took some paste. This is just basic white modeling paste. Ooh, my cap's on crooked. Don't want that because I don't want it to dry out. And what I do when I open my modeling paste or anything like that is I put a piece of plastic wrap over it because this will keep the threads clean and it's easier to open and close and the jar doesn't get stuck and welded on. But that's what I used. Put it back where it belongs because I've got my desk clean. I want to keep it that way. So all I did was I took and put the paste down, and then I took I have gift cards laying around, and simply went over and smoothed it out. Took a few passes, but I left that raised edge around there, and of course where it went over, I went back and cleaned it up. Now, once my modeling paste was all dry, then I came back with my gesso. Now, my gesso is in a canning jar. Yes, you can see it's been opened because I have plastic on it. And it's in a canning jar because when I opened it, this had been sitting in Nikki's parents' garage for years. The can was so old it was rusty. And I thought, well, what's in it isn't any good. But it actually was. It's just the can was rusty. So I transferred it to a little mason jar. But it came out lumpy. And I mean, it looked almost like chunks of mozzarella cheese. So all I did was I got a long spoon and I stirred it. And it took quite a while. And there is still some, it's still a little grainy. But it works great for what I need it for, which is covering my modeling paste in this case. So now I can come back, and then I went back again after that was done and cleaned off that little silver edging around. So now I can come in and I can paint over it with another paint, or I can seal it. And what works good for sealing this is just basic clear nail polish. And then I can put a sticker or whatever. But see, there's no more of the raised letters on the outside. So, one little tip. So now I can hang on to my little tin and use it for stickers or whatnot. So, now my problem is, where does this go? Because I'm in basically a 6 by 8 foot corner of the Dragon's Den. My son's corner is that way, my daughter-in-law's is that way, and we also have a full bath that's on the other side in the other corner. So yeah, I'm in this little corner. I have very little space, so if I don't have a place for something, it's got to go out. Well, I've been looking, and I think I have space. Yeah, I've got room right here. This is my junk drawer. Everybody's got a junk drawer. This is mine. This is where I stick stuff that I know I have to use, but I don't have a home for it at the moment. Even small regular tissues. I've got an empty miniature glue thing, some resin pieces, some metal lace stuff that I got from Dollar Tree, odds and ends. So what I'm going to do, it fits. It now has a home until I decide to use it, and it's put away. So it may be in my junk drawer, but I know where it's at. All right, is it trash or is it treasure? Let's find out. Envelopes are definitely a keeper. This one is just a small envelope left from a card. This was one that came in the mail, and I like the bigger window here. So yeah, I'm going to hang on to this, because what I'd like to do is to turn it, steal this edge off, and turn it into a pocket one way or another. And we all know that my envelopes go in my grab-it box. So reach right over there, put them where they belong. Those are keepers. Other things. Now, when I lived in Florida, we used to get, only around Christmas time, these really thin ginger cookies, the Moravian cookies. Oh my God, they were awesome with a cup of tea. They were perfect. They were crispy. They were light. I have not been able to find them since I moved back to North Carolina. But me and Nikki were in the mall the other day, and we came across this place called Dewey's. It's a bakery store, mainly cookies. And they had the Moravian cookie thins. The Meyer lemon are to die for. And yes, I did find them. Let's see if I can grab the tin. They had the ginger spice. I know, it's a big tin of ginger spice cookies, but this tin's gonna last me like forever, because you only have like, 2 or 3 with your coffee or tea in the morning, and then it goes on the shelf. But this actually had 2 rows of cookies, and of course it was in plastic. Each row is in plastic, and the whole thing's in plastic. And there's the sign that went over it. Now, when I'm looking at this, you look at a regular cookie tin, and you see, or a cookie little plastic thing, you see how flimsy that is? But this is a good size to hold. You grab a few here. Your Dabur refills. Yep. That will hold Dabur refills. So, and if you've got, it will also hold your Daburs. So, a useful item, if you come across them. So, keep your eye out for them if you need something to put your Daburs in. But this one here is a little flimsy. This one here isn't. It's got the rib construction. So I do have another drawer that I do need to clean out, which is why I hung on to these. And if I don't use them, they will be going in the trash. But for now, this is treasure, because I've already got them. These were a bonus from buying the cookies. So until I clean out that drawer, which will be tomorrow, these stay. If I don't use them, they go. Then we've got the label. I mean, the label's really nothing great about it, but I'll show you what I had thought about doing. We'll just do it right quick since I'm sitting here. I'm going to get out my little mini guillotine. Excuse me. And I'm going to come in here, and where I'm cutting is right where that bend is. See where that's at? Push it up so I get a straight angled cut. And I'm going to come all the way down here to this one. Now let me turn it this way because I want the other part. I want the angle part cut off. So it brings it to there. Push it all the way up and cut that off. Now, I'm really not going to hang on to those. This is what I want. And then I'm going to cut on each side of where that fold is, because I don't want the fold part. I just want the sign part. Is that the right? Turn over this way so I can see where the fold is. It's easier to see from the back. I do still have a little piece of it on here. Trim that ever so slightly. Now, I like that. And I'm going to use this one in one of my journals. I may even use part of it in my Christmas journal. But when you look at the back side, that's not really very appealing. So we need to cover this part. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my tape and pull Jack out, because I want this to go as close to the edge as I can possibly get it. And of course it's going to bend there. That side. I go all the way around. Oh, usually I have all this stuff already prepared and cut out and done, but I figured we could do it together this time. As close to that as possible. There's one. I'm going to do the same to here, because I'm going to use these as inserts. So I want them pretty well covered on the back. That one there. This side. And then the final. Right down there. Close to as come. Now I'm going to need this. Yeah, I cleaned up and now I can't find where I put anything. Did I? No, I didn't leave it out. There it is. Just needed to bring it a little closer. Burnish those down. Tape just seems to stay better if it's been burnished. There's 1, 2, 3. All of those. Well, get it up and it doesn't want to come off. Take those 4 off. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Move that one, these out of the way a minute. Now I do have a piece of do it this way. Match that corner, that's one side, because I don't think my paper was cut evenly. Oh. Then come down here. And easier said than done. There. And normally I would have put glue in there, but I think the tape is going to work just fine. Then all I have to do is to come in with my scissors and trim it out. I think this will be the only time I'll be able to cut a straight edge. That is, if I don't cut into the card itself. Just follow along the edges. Right, like that. And then, yeah, I didn't do a very good job of when I was using that to cut a straight edge. That's okay. And by doing it this way, I didn't have to measure and hope it fits. So there. I've got two nice little journaling cards that I can use. So those go right there in my grab it box. Make sure they get put away as I work on them. I'll put those up. Now, something else I came across, enter the tape. I drink tea, especially in the evenings, and some of these, yeah, they have nice little packets that they come in. So this one here I haven't drank yet. I've still got, this one will be probably tomorrow. I've already had my cup for this evening. But I want to save the packaging because I want to put this in my journal somewhere because I like them. So this one will go in my grabby box and this one gets set there for tomorrow morning. Now this time of year, there are so many things out for Christmas. These are cinnamon scented pine cones. They were bag. Oh, it still smells like cinnamon. But what there they are. I've just got them in a basket here, and they sit where the aircon blows over them, and it scents up the whole room. But then I have the bag left. Now, is it trash or is it treasure? Part of it is trash, at least as far as I'm concerned. The rest is definitely treasure because, let's see if I can get this trimmed off here and I will show you right quick. See, I'll get rid of that part. And I'm going, let's see, will this, oh, go ahead and open up, or do I have, yeah, I'm gonna have to trim it all the way around, or at least trim the sides where it's glued together. And I'm not trimming exactly because it doesn't need to be exact. And off that comes. Will this peel off or not? Nope. But that's okay. What I am after is the mesh. Now, you can put that down on your, let me see, find my little one here. I can put it down here. I can come back with the modeling paste and just put a little layer of it and use it as texture. I can come in here with the same thing, lay it down and ink through it. And I've got, a design. So yeah, this part of it is treasure. Now, will I use, part of that will come off. Oh, maybe. Oh, yes. I get excited when things work out. So all I'm going to do is rip that whole section off. Now, will this distort the weaves? Probably. But that can also be part of the charm. So now, there's definitely, that would definitely make a good texture. Or you could actually glue this onto, what did I do with my card? Let's use the bigger one here. I could come in here and glue that over something and use part of that as the design. And I'm not having to worry too much about space because there's not that much of it. So what I'm going to do is just simply going to roll it up like that. And because I'm not quite sure where it's going to be used, but I want access to it, and it will be used as part of the decoration. There, all done. And put away. Now, along with the tea bags, this came off of disposable chopsticks. I like that design. I may use it somewhere. So this is going into the pocket section of my grabby box. So even something as simple as that can be treasure because you can use it in what you're working on. And that is all that I had set aside. So sometimes our trash can be turned into treasure. We turn junk into journals. Why not trash into treasure? So, do you have any trash that you can turn into treasure? Take a look around, see what you got. If you like what I've shared with you today, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button because there's no telling what's coming up next. From the Dragon's Den. Bye, guys.